Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video and just giving me a minute of your time. I just wanted to share with you guys a word, and I actually feel like it goes great with what we were talking about last week. Funny, we actually here weren't planning on setting it up that way, but I feel like God kind of did with just an experience that I had. Last week we talked about that just our pursuing God, that God rewards those who seek Him. Just our intentional going after God, we are in turn blessed. Maybe not in the moment, maybe not in the way that we might want, but God is just the type of God that as you look for Him and seek Him, He is just going to bless and reward you. The Father is that good. And so I actually had an experience. I actually had a dream. I believe that God speaks through dreams. He still speaks through dreams. He did it in the Old Testament. He's done it in the New Testament. And though I don't really get my doctrine from it, it is a unique way that God speaks to us, and a lot of times it just helps me see things a little correctly. So I had a dream that was kind of interesting. I had a dream where actually I was being chased by a male deer, and then he kind of cornered me. So the dream was a little frightened. I woke up a little nervous, and I wound up talking to a leader about it just in passing. We actually prayed on it in that moment, and the Holy Spirit gave me an interpretation right there where He said, I'd really had some thoughts backwards that, the hunter goes after the deer generally, but the revelation that God was showing me is that in this case, like the deer is coming after the hunter. It's backwards. Like my thinking about it was backwards. We all want to pursue God, but how oftentimes are we really thinking about that God is actually pursuing us? That He's probably reaching out harder to us than we are reaching to Him. And we see that in the person of Jesus. John 3:16, God so loved the world, so He sent His Son. God sent His Son to get to us. The Son of Man came to seek and save what was lost. So He said to the disciples, you did not choose me, I chose you. The prodigal son, even as the son returns, the father's sitting there looking out the window, waiting for him. As soon as he sees him on the horizon, he runs out and he meets him, actually. God is reaching out to humanity. It even says in Acts that the Holy Spirit has been poured out on all flesh. I believe that's those who are saved and those who are not. That doesn't mean that everyone's saved. It means that God is in everyone's life, actively reaching out to have a relationship with them. So I just want to encourage you guys with this fact. You're not like trying to run up a hill to get to God or climb up this imaginary ladder of heaven. God climbed down that ladder to get to you. So I encourage you guys in your quiet time, or maybe even just to take some time this week and really try to experience the love of God. I just want to encourage you guys, it's already there. God has already reached out His love and His Spirit on your life. A lot of times in our quiet times, we think because we're reading the Bible or intentionally worshiping in that moment or intentionally doing church or intentionally getting prayer, we feel like, oh, because I did that, I got to God. But I think in reality, it's just in that moment you're experiencing what God is already always reaching out on your life. You're just in a place that you can receive it there. So I encourage all you guys, spend some time receiving the love of God. His hand is on your life. He wants to love on you. He wants to encourage you. He wants to comfort you. He wants to build you. Just a cool, quick story about the dream. Right after my friend prayed for me, I really felt led to go on a walk. We've got a forest preserve right by the church, so I went there. And when I did that, I actually came upon a whole family of deer. I think I wound up seeing about 11 just during that walk. And actually, one of them was a big male buck, a lot like the one that was chasing me. So it was just a cool word of confirmation. So God bless you guys. I pray that you guys would just experience the love of God, that you wouldn't make it about something that you're trying to work towards or climb, but you're just experiencing the reach and the embrace of the Father that is already out in the world. God bless you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.